thanks for what you do with your podcast and all the rest. You're doing a great job. Hope everybody keeps tuning in. You get a lot of good info, a lot of insights, understandings of how to get strong, how to stay strong, how to use your strength.
You do a great job, dude. You make things better than they are in real life, I think.
If you don't follow Massenomics, y'all do it. Social media, website, everything.
Massenomics.
What's up, ladies and germs? We're here for Season 2, Episode 2 of the Massenomics podcast, recorded live from the corners of the Dakotas. My name is Tanner.
And my name is Tommy.
How long do you think can keep the shtick of this being Season 2 alive?
I mean, 500 episodes until it shifts to Season 3.
Season 2, Episode 2, also known as Episode 502 of the Massenomics podcast. Oh, it's going to be kind of a lull until we get to that 1,000 mark. But I guess we'll just have to plow through it.
It's that sophomore slump we're going through right now.
Yeah, until Season 3. Everyone, Season 1 was such a wild success, and everyone's like, oh, Season 2 going to kind of be like where they jump the shark, and this is no longer.
It's already the biggest podcast in existence. How do you get bigger?
Yeah. Big news. Our friends over at Texas Power Bars have some exciting stuff cooking. They're launching some new products here before the end of the year. Some may come around Black Friday. We've gotten a greasy little look at some of the stuff that they've got coming. They already have pre-Black Friday deals running now. You can check them out at texaspowerbars.com. You can never go wrong with the original Power Bar. Also, just check out the deadlift bar, squat bar. What bar? The Texas Crossbar, underrated bar from Texas Power Bars.
You've been using that a little bit?
Been using the Texas Crossbar a little bit. Check out their full lineup. Be on the lookout for the new stuff coming that we can't tell you too much about. Just wanted to tease it a little bit. So thank you, Texas Power Bars.
And this episode is also brought to you by Juggernaut AI. Juggernaut AI is the smartest program for you. Since 2009, Juggernaut AI has been your trusted training resource, helping tens of thousands of athletes reach their goals from beginners to world champions. Juggernaut AI can help you. Here's how it works. You tell the system all about yourself and your goals, and it will create an individualized program made specifically for your lifting goals. And while you're lifting, by the day, by the rep, by the set, it is making adjustments every step of the way to give you the best program possible for you. If you're interested in starting a program with Juggernaut AI, head on over to juggernautai.app, and you can use code Massenomics and save 10% on the lifetime of your membership. juggernautai.app, code Massenomics will save you 10%. Thank you, Juggernaut AI.
Ooh, we got a lot of stuff to get to this week. I think title topic-ish is going to be a giant Arnold 2026 announcement. We have big news about this March coming 2026 Arnold that we'll get to here relatively shortly. Prior to that, we have several other things we want to discuss. Are you drinking anything? First off, before we get too far into this, we got some rabbit holes to get down.
Of course I am.
But we can't do those while we're thirsty, I don't think.
No. Got the Waterloo Lemon Lime.
Oh, yeah, and I got the Satsuma, and I'm going to toss it inside this Drink Spot or Chill, available at Massenomics.com. It's a magnetic koozie.
The Satsuma.
Yeah. The old Satsuma.
Sounds so exotic.
The Rambler, imported out of Texas. Following this can segment, in honor of Season 2 of the podcast, I had a little segment that I thought we could throw in the mix here.
Okay.
Yeah. In honor of Season 2, Episode 2, I thought we'd do a little throwback, a fan favorite segment that we haven't done for months, if not years. I need a little music for this, or a little, let me see if this will play us in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Massenomics is in the house!
Thank you, Gino. And everyone knows that when Gino says Massenomics is in the house, it's time for Has he seen it?
Oh, okay. Yeah. This is going back a little ways. Wow.
Yes. Has he seen it?
We were taking it by the year. I don't even know what year we left off on. So,
Well, luckily I know all those details.
Wow, okay.
We went from 1987 was the oldest all the way through 2002.
Wow.
And I played both ends of that. I would go either direction from
you
there.
were bouncing around.
There's also the occasional special occasion, like a 420 version of Has He Seen It?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm forgetting about all this.
So we've played Has He Seen It? This will be the 19th time we've played Has He Seen It? The worst you've ever done on Has He Seen It? We always play it's seven rounds typically, occasionally 8 if there's a bonus round. The worst you've ever done is having seen 1 out of 7.
I did do that bad. Okay.
That was from 1991. Part of it depends on what movies I pick, but I do try to it's a variety pack.
Yeah, you
like I don't
sprinkle
stick
in
to one genre.
some super popular ones and also ones that are just a touch under the
Because
radar.
I could just pick like the shittiest movies ever from every year, and you're going to get 0 out of 7. You know, like that's not the goal. It's like I want popular movies or movies that are significant for some reasons. Your best 1998, 7 out of 7.
Ooh,
perfect
really?
score in 1998.
Oh, I didn't think I did that either.
Historically, is the joke is that you haven't seen the movies, but I just wonder if that's kind of if people listen to anyone play this game, almost no matter what, that would be your takeaway, because there's always going to be movies that you think are really important that the other person hasn't seen.
And on the flip side, unless you've seen like every movie, there's definitely going to be times that you haven't seen them, but there's no one there to rub it in your face, so you get off easy.
Right. Okay, so 1986. We've got 7
86
topics.
Sorry.
And for anyone that's brand new to the game, we list the movie and we find out if Tommy's seen it. How do you think you'll do in 1986?
I'm not super confident about movies from the 80s. I don't have
You historically haven't done awesome on movies.
Yeah, I don't
from
have
the
a
80s.
great feeling about this one.
1989, you did get 4 out of 7.
Okay, well,
Over half. So
we'll see.
This was the year before I was even born, though.
Oh,
so
man,
we're getting back
old.
there. That's old as dirt. Okay. Has he seen it? First one. Very popular war movie.
Oh, boy.
Has he seen it? Platoon.
I have
starring
not.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, I know. Yep, I have not seen that movie. It's always been on my list, but I've never seen it.
Platoon is good.
Mm-hmm.
Platoon, I would actually like to watch Platoon again. That is a good movie.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about it. That's why it straight up is one of those that I've always wanted to watch, but never done it.
Charlie Sheen, probably before all the nose candy and hookers and everything, I would say.
Yeah.
A young Charlie Sheen, maybe a breakout performance for Charlie Sheen.
Probably would have been around there, yeah.
I did not know until ashamedly too recently that Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez are brothers.
Yes. And what's their dad's name again?
Martin Sheen.
There you go, Martin Sheen. Yeah.
I really did not know. And you know what my first knowledge of Emilio Estevez, his name as an actor?
Mighty Ducks.
Well, I watched Mighty Ducks, but at that point in time, I wasn't paying attention to what actors' names were. It was
Night at the Roxbury.
Night at the Roxbury.
Yep. Emilio!
Emilio!
It's funny. I remember that when I was a little kid watching that one and being like, who are they talking about? Who is this guy? And because I'd seen Mighty Ducks, I knew who the guy was without actually knowing his name. So, yes.
Yeah.
Night at the Roxbury. Classic.
Which brings us back to Platoon. 0 for 1 so far. I think I know your answer on this based on recent conversation, but I had to include it because it's so timely, oddly relevant here that when I saw this, I'm like, okay, we have to do this one. Okay. So first I'll say the name. You probably won't even exactly know what it is by the name, but we'll explain it. Maybe you've seen it. Has Tommy seen it? An American Tail. An American Tail is the prequel to 5 Goes West.
Okay. I was gonna say, is this an animated movie? It sounds vaguely familiar. To Fievel Goes West.
It is the prequel to Fievel Goes West.
Because
An American Tale.
Yes, okay, that's why. Yeah, I have not seen this, but
It's the earlier movie.
yeah. Now I know why it's familiar because we were looking
Yeah.
at the Fievel pictures, and then I see it in here. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have not seen An American Tale, you think? Like, had you seen Fievel Goes West, or were you aware of it?
I
or-
was aware of it, yes, because I remember seeing like the animation style and the pictures from it. It's one of those movies, I want to say when I was a little kid, my grandma might have had the VHS at her
Yeah.
house, and it's like
Everyone's grandma had the VHS of
yeah, and it's like
one of
I
those
think we
two.
kind of watched it, but we were never really paying attention. But yeah, I'm fairly certain I have seen Fievel Goes West, but An American Tale, I don't think I have seen that.
Is this a case where the second movie is the more popular of the two, or am I?
Wait, well, when you say it's the prequel,
No, it was just the movie that came out prior
Oh,
to
it actually
Fievel.
was
It was
first.
the first movie.
okay, that's what I thought was even funnier about that is that they came
Yeah,
with American
prequel is
Tale.
not the right
Or-
word in that context, probably,
Right,
is
it's
it?
just the original. Yeah, yeah.
Right, it's the original.
Fievel Goes West is the sequel there, right?
So does everyone just remember the Fievel Goes West one, or is that just like my own
I
personal
don't
thing?
know. I think it's a more noteworthy name than just An American Tale, which is just such a
Yeah,
generic
An American
name
Tale is
for a
so
movie.
generic.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, gosh.
Fievel.
Actually, I feel like I know too much about your history of movies that I'm not feeling now that I look at this list.
Put
I
me in a
wasn't
tough
analyzing
spot
them,
here.
but if you've actually seen them before, and I'm like, well, I kind of know your stance on this next one, our sports genre,
Oh yeah.
but maybe you've seen
Yeah,
this one.
It's possible.
You definitely know it. Has Tommy seen it? Hoosiers, 1986. Gene Hackman.
I have not seen it. No,
Okay.
never seen Hoosiers.
Hoosiers is good.
It actually
Hoosiers
is.
is good. Yeah, it's really good. It also put you to sleep if you're a little tired, but it is. There's a lot of
Like, what are you saying?
the-
It's long, or
it is a little long. Also, the soundtrack is really soothing to Hoosiers. Like the opening scene, I could pop the opening scene of Hoosiers on and get me to bed like so
Really?
fast. Yeah, it's just I don't know. You have to
Got me
watch
really
it, and you
interested
watch it,
in
and I
what
think
this
you
is
go
now.
like, oh, all right, yep. The opening credits feel really long to the movie. I'll say that.
they used to do that on a lot of movies. I've really noticed
Right.
that, especially with the kids watching older Disney animated movies, they have no problem letting like 5 minutes of credits play before they get to the actual movie, which they would never dream of doing that with a child's movie now.
Never. That's tough when I try to sell my kids on some older movie. I'm like, you're gonna like this, and we
Just-
get into it. And
Just
it's
wait
like
for the slideshow of names to get done with.
Hoosiers is a great sports movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. I'm a big basketball fan. I also just like the old, like the feel of it,
Mm-hmm.
and just like the cool old Indiana basketball part of it. I just think is really cool.
All right. Well, you're kind of selling me on it. I can
Well,
tell you. Until,
I'm not.
I can
I'm
tell you
not
until right now,
convinced
though.
you'll like Hoosiers though.
But I can tell you until right now, I would never even give that movie a thought. But the fact that you're
Yeah.
giving it a little credit, if I were to see it now, I could be like, okay, well, someone says it's okay.
Gene Hackman is really good in it.
Uh-huh.
I think, and I'm not positive if you'll like it or not, but I do really like Hoosiers.
Okay. It's good to know.
Okay,
What's that, 1 for 3?
because we're saying you've seen American, or you haven't seen any of them. 0 for 3.
Oh, damn it. You're right.
Platoon,
yes.
American
Yes,
Tail,
I
and
did
Hoosiers.
not see Platoon. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Yep. Sorry.
Right. This next one, I don't know. Coin flip. I assume you're going to know what it is, but has he seen it? Milo and Otis.
I don't think I have, and this name is so familiar. I have to just see the picture here.
Yeah, it's a pug and
Oh,
a calico cat.
No, I've definitely not seen this. No, no.
Are you aware of Milo and Otis?
I don't even know if I'm aware of this, to be honest.
Yeah. Milo and Otis is really good.
It actually is.
Well, when you're a kid. Yeah. When you're a kid. If you to watch it now, not probably great.
So,
I can't believe Keith is saying he's never heard of it at his age, because what I was going to say is I think maybe it's potentially just a birth year issue almost at a certain point where I'm like, some of these are just a little old.
Yeah. So what it's making me think of seeing these animals together live action is it's like, oh, is this sort of like the precursor to Homeward Bound?
Yes.
Because that's the absolute
Yes, it is.
classic to me. I remember liking that
is.
movie a lot as a kid.
If
but
you like
that's 93.
Homeward Bound as a kid, you like Milo. You would by default like Milo. It is the precursor to Homeward Bound. That's a perfect. Although the disturbing part of it is the cat in the movie gets into a lot of sticky situations.
Oh.
And it's all film, these aren't, it's not animated, it's real cats and stuff. And I've read before that they went through like, I don't know how many cats
for real?
making that movie.
For real?
Yeah, I think so. Someone fact check me. That might be urban legend. That could just be urban legend, but I think that I think that they went through multiple Milos. But growing up, we had animals that of both name Milo and Otis. Really? And like I have probably run into I don't know how many pugs in my life named Milo.
Yeah.
Or Otis.
I think I kind of just missed this one totally. Saying those names together meant something, but then if you were to tell me that it's animals, I'm like, yeah, no, that doesn't mean anything to me, I guess.
I actually need to get my kids to watch Milo and Otis, and I'm really curious to see if they like it or not. And
also
I'd be shocked if they didn't. Well, I think it probably holds up. I think kids will like it no matter what, just because you're watching little animals the entire time.
True, yeah.
And I think that's what worked for it to begin with. It's the same as Homeward. It is just the Homeward Bound, only slightly. It's almost not a different plot. The plot is the cat gets lost and the dog goes to save the cat.
Oh,
basically.
yeah, it is just it's like a reverse Homeward Bound kind of. It's like Outward Bound.
Yes. Okay. So that's 4 no's.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be historically your worst ever.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too great about these.
Number 5, you'll absolutely know the movie. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm not positive if I've ever seen the entire movie. I think maybe I have, but I would almost check a no, maybe if this is me. Has he seen it? Crocodile Dundee.
This is one that used to be on TV all the time. I've seen so many parts of it, but I can't actually say I've ever just watched the whole movie. I feel like there was just years of my life growing up where this was on, like, I don't know, TNT or something.
Oh, for sure.
On repeat.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, I've never, just knife. That's a knife. This is a knife. Yeah, that whole scene. But, yeah, I have not. I don't even really know many of the plot points of that movie.
So what are we saying? Is that a yes or a no?
No, I'm going to say no on that.
Okay. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I feel like it feels like I've seen almost the entire movie, but I don't know if I've really seen any of the movie, if that makes any sense, where it's like, if someone shows you the knife scene, like, of course you've seen that 1,000 times, but you've never really watched the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a no. We got 2 left.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if you've seen this. You might be the only person listening that hasn't seen it, but I know we've talked about it. I can't remember if you watched it or not. Has he seen it? Top Gun.
No, I haven't seen Top Gun either.
That's probably the one on the list you should have seen.
The old one or the new one. I've seen neither one of them.
Yeah, that's the one no one's going to give you any leeway on, I feel like.
I know.
Everyone's sounding off in the chat. Tommy hasn't seen Top Gun. Tommy WTF.
That's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Top Gun is a good movie, and
I remember
it actually
growing
holds
up, there was a time in my life where it's like, well, it's such a part of pop culture. It's like, yeah, these scenes and these lines from it, and it's like just felt like this cheesy.
You don't really
thing.
need to watch.
So it's like, what? Why do I even need to go there now? And then it got this whole revitalization with the new one coming out, and then it was like, oh yeah, we love all these movies again, and haven't seen either one.
It is good. It is a good movie because I rewatched it recently, just exactly like the situation you described, and I just think Top Gun's good. I actually don't even know if it holds up or not. I just think it's really good though, and like it's one of those ones to me. It's good no matter what.
Yeah, I plan on watching both of them someday.
Yeah,
just got to do it.
Okay, 0 for 6, but I saved the one for last that I thought maybe the most that you've seen. I knew you hadn't really seen. I was pretty sure you hadn't seen Top Gun because I thought we talked about it. I thought maybe you would have seen Platoon. And I guess I just thought you probably had seen Milo and Otis. Hoosiers, I did kind of think it was a no because I know you don't like sports movies that much. But this one, kind of a sports movie, but one I thought maybe you would have seen.
Okay.
It's kind of a sports movie. It's not conventionally a sports movie, but has he seen it for his final chance on 1986 to have seen one? Has he seen it? Rad.
No, I didn't even know what this was until just a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we've talked about it before, and I thought maybe you had said you had seen it.
Yeah, I didn't even know this was a thing until actually the reason I know this is that I ever even knew this was a thing is when we came out with that lift shirt that had like the lifts kind of script on it, and it might have been like Scott Dodd.
You mean the grunge lift shirt?
No, it had just like the red letters that just said lift.
That's the
on
grunge lift shirt. Yeah.
Oh, is that what that was called?
Yeah.
So I can't even remember now.
Lift. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was Scott Dowd said like, "Oh, this kind of reminds me of the movie Rad," and I'm like, "What is he talking about?" And I had to look it up, and I totally get what he means, but yeah, never seen it.
So 0 for 7.
0 for 7.
I really wasn't. I was actually before we started. I was talking about how I don't do this, trying to like get you to not have seen.
I'm telling you,
any of
man,
them.
I just have not seen very many '80s movies. I don't think I'll do good at any year from the '80s.
Well, that's why we go back and forth. So we get. We also get some 2000s.
The zeros with the fives.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen Platoon, Hoosiers, Milo and Otis. Crocodile Dundee, I got to give myself a no. Top Gun, yeah. So I'm at 5, I guess. 5 out of 7. But I like 80s movies, maybe. I don't know.
In my mind, I don't know. In my mind, I was growing up. Something about 80s movies felt like there was just this level of cheesiness. I'm not saying they're bad, but just I had this mentality, especially like in high school when you're watching more movies, that there was just this level of cheesiness with them that
Crocodile Dundee, for example, absolutely fits the bill of that.
Well, yeah, definitely
Rad does too.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just thought maybe we had talked about it and like you had seen that one. I don't know, but maybe we talked about it and it was that you hadn't seen it. Apparently,
I'm just looking through. I just had to type in biggest movies of the '80s just to see some of these, and I won't say them because I don't want to spoil future versions of this game. But looking at some of the biggest ones of the '80s, I feel pretty good at looking at this list. But also, our game isn't picking out the biggest movies of the '80s either.
Right. All right, that's the revival of Has He Seen It?
I like it.
We'll see if maybe we'll come back to that for season 3. Okay. Has he seen it? I've got a sack segment for us this week.
Yeah.
Actually. Just a second here. Let me grab the sack.
Wait a minute. I'm confused. Why is there a Minnesota Massenomics license plate behind you?
That's the sack segment.
Oh.
Always has been the sack segment. Perfect timing.
What is going on here?
Yeah. The Minnesota MSS NMX plate. Do not adjust to your screens. This is a real bona fide Minnesota plate. This was actually off the vehicle. This is Big Andy is the owner of the MSS NMX plate for Minnesota. I think we're up to 15 or 16 states and Canadian provinces that have the MSS NMX plates, and he actually got his renewed. He got a different vehicle, so in Minnesota he got new plates. So he had his old plates to take off and keep, and he gave me one of them.
Oh wow!
So I think I'll hang it in the gym with all the plate collection. But this is the real Minnesota plate.
I don't think I've ever seen a black Minnesota plate before. Iowa.
I asked him.
I've seen a lot of Iowa ones.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a Minnesota one.
I asked him, do you have multiple options of the color ones you get? And he said, it's pretty much just either the black one or you can get the regular white one. And that's it.
Oh.
So that's what he said.
Wow.
And I had him sign the back of it. And I got this because Big Andy just made a special trip to Western Northeast South Dakota this week to come lift at the gym the other day.
Yeah.
So we got a lift in together and he brought this plate. I'm like, that'll make a good sack segment.
Did he come just to lift, or was
Yep.
he? Oh, he did.
He did a day trip just to come to the gym, and we got a lift in on
I assumed
Monday.
he was like passing through for something.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Big Beardham said the black ones were new last year.
Oh, Well, I guess I haven't been paying enough attention then.
Yeah. So that's pretty sweet, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So what I was going to put this out there, I'm going to hang this in the gym with our other plates in our plate collection. Anyone that has the real, there's like 15 states, 2 provinces. Scance is the official keeper of it. He's actually, so there's 17 total. I've got one of them. I've now got the Minnesota one. So I've collected 2 out of the 17. All states are different. All provinces are different. But for anyone, if they ever do have to change out and get new ones also, and if they've got 2, a front and a back, if you're so inclined, send me one of them, sign the back of it, send it to me, and I'll keep adding them to the collection of all the real MSS NMX plates.
That would be
because that would be really cool.
Yes, to have
a
collection of
freaking
those.
Cool.
Yes, it would be
freaking sweet. So keep that in mind for all you listening that are that have your plates. And if you don't have this, check your state. Maybe it's still open. There's 35 states left, and however many provinces there are -2.
And then report back so we can get you on the list.
Yeah. Scance keeps a pen and pad note paper list of them. So there's 8 provinces available and 35 states available still. So could be in luck. And 3 territories if you have a vehicle in those territories. That was our sack segment. We should mention... Should we mention that we do have a really big secret trip coming up, and that's about all we're going to mention?
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, just to say that part of it.
Yeah, so next week, or when this comes out, pretty much.
The week of this.
If planes will be operating, we will be going. We have a big Massenomics top secret trip coming that the cat's not out of the bag on yet.
Dude, I'm pumped.
We can't really give any additional information on that, but it's pretty big for Massenomics, so it'll be pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. And if everything goes according to plan, be a lot of good videos that come out of it.
Yes. I am a little nervous about the flights, though.
They're already always a little nerve-wracking, and this is just cranking that up to 11.
Yeah. As political as I'll get about it, I'm like, I just want them to make it so things work. Whatever has to happen for things
I don't think that's
to work.
That crazy of a demand to just want airfare to be functional in a modern day country. Like, I don't think that's asking too much.
That's what I would like to happen, especially when it's specifically affecting a Massenomics thing we have going. That would be that's my ask to anyone influential listening. How about the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Dude, okay. Do you remember this really being a thing on Instagram before like a year ago?
About a year and a half ago is when it really started being pretty on my radar on Instagram.
Well, because I remember last year talking about it at this time. I don't think we'd ever brought it up on the podcast before that. But we did discuss it last year at this time. And it was like, yeah, I'd maybe seen a few things. You had seen a lot more things. And it's the thing of where one person sees it, then it starts to spread and you get it in your feed. And so by the time, we hit mid-November, December last year, I had seen a lot of Edmund Fitzgerald stuff, but it subsided a little bit. We did have some reminders of it. Some items were given to us over the year. And, there was always the occasional meme popping in, but this year was on another level.
Oh my God. It is insane. The amount of Edmund Fitzgerald. So we also ran, what would be the word?
Just kind of an online challenge.
Yeah, it was a challenge. It wasn't a contest. It was just an online challenge where anyone could go out and do 29 reps of anything in the gym and tag us in it, and we'll share it. And a ton of people participated in that.
Yeah, when you made that challenge, that video challenging people to do it, I thought, if things go good, though, I don't know, it'll be 10, 15, maybe 20 people that do this. It was just an endless feat. And it's not just people we know doing it. A lot of probably most of the people, I'd never even heard of them before, which for Massenomics stuff is always a surprise.
Yeah, and it was the 50-year anniversary this year of it sinking in 1960.
I still got a feeling it's just going to be a thing every year now, though, that,
I think it probably will be. So I tried to share as many of those as I could find, but literally we were getting tagged in so many of those. I don't even know if I caught half of it. Was, if I would open my phone, it was literally a flood of Edmund Fitzgerald like tagging. Like I could not keep them all. I was if you posted one I didn't share it, it's not because I wasn't trying to, it's because I literally got lost in all. Like I don't think we've ever been tagged in anything as much as we were that Edmund Fitzgerald thing. And the number of Edmund Fitzgerald DM that I've got sent of posts and memes and stuff, I bet over the last week I've been sent 400 or 500
Really?
Edmund Fitzgerald
So
things.
it's just impossible to keep up on.
Well, I mean, the same, like,
Right. The
same
popular
ones
make the
all
rounds.
get sent 70 times.
Yeah.
all I could see when I open my phone, the only noise it makes is the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot.
I know. It's just over and over and over again.
Yes. So, and which I love because I enjoy it, but it was an Edmund Fitzgerald overload this year where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane. Like the amount of Edmund Fitzgerald and some really funny memes and stuff that people made about the occasion, like, I don't know, really entertaining and shined a lot of light on the Edmund Fitzgerald. So the
Yes.
Edmund Fitzgerald was getting its
due.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people participated. I did a squat challenge so I could get called out on not squatting to depth. Just a lot of hater comments this
old
week,
sir,
actually, in
this
general.
is a meme page.
So, it feels like there's been a lot of hater comments in the last week or so.
That usually means things are going decent.
That's kind of what I figure, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, at least people are seeing this. Enough people are seeing this to tell us that they don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know you guys, but I don't like it what you're doing.
We're reaching the uneducated masses here.
Yes. My legs were a little sore from squatting 29 reps, though, too.
I believe it. That would do it.
My quads were sore.
Well, 29 reps is a lot for a set.
I don't know if I've ever done a set of squats of that many reps. I've done
haven't.
20 reps before.
I don't think I've ever done a 20 rep set.
I've done 315 by 20.
Really?
And that nearly, like, when I did that, I collapse. Yeah, that was really, really hard. 225 for 29 wasn't near as bad as that.
Yeah. That's still a lot, though. That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. My quads are sore from that. Maybe that's what I've been missing. That's why my quads have
really high
29
volume.
rep sets.
Yeah.
The thing about a set of 29 is how do you count them?
I know. Because there's no even breaks there.
No. It's a very, very, very odd number.
Yeah.
Is 29 a prime number?
Probably, right? Yeah. There's nothing divisible by it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, got to be prime. I mean, you could do five sets of 5 and a set of 4. That's pretty close to being, 5 sets of 5 and a set of 4.
Count to 5 times. that I think is too tricky.
Okay. All right.
I can say when I did do them,
times.
I actually just counted to 29 straight.
On something like that, when you're really stressing the body, the last thing you want to be doing is mental math. So just
that's what I kind of think.
Counting is the way to go.
Yeah, I think you're right. I didn't actually think about that until I didn't think about it prior to it, which I'm glad because then I would have maybe been like, oh, how should I count these in my head? Should I count to 10 3 times, but the third time it's just really to 9 and that's when you stop?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think you played it safe going the classic route there. 1 all the way through.
All right. Do we want to do supporting our supporting members and certified training facility of the week?
Let's do it.
Okay. Unless you had anything else on the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
No, never forget.
Never forget. Okay. Supporting our supporting members is a relatively new segment to season 2 of the podcast. It's where we give back to those that support us. We've got a lot of things cooking with Massenomics, and the number one thing that keeps the flame on the burners going so we can keep things cooking, keeps the flame on our stovetop alive. We have a gas stovetop.
Yes.
And
that flame is aggressive.
We don't have it. We don't have a glass top stove, and we don't have the stove that actually has like the metal coil around it that heats up.
Yeah.
You know those? You never see those anymore.
No, that's
like
kinda,
the electric
that
stoves
feels like
with
the rental special when you see those ones. You know,
yeah,
that's-
like can you buy a new one of those? Do you think?
I wouldn't think so. I would
Those
be
were
surprised.
very, very common at. Well, it seemed like that's what all of them were almost.
The last time, I think when we stayed at a cabin in Okoboji like a year or two ago, it had one of those in there, which it feels like that's the place you would find something like that.
Right.
Because they're a real
right.
pain in the ass when you spill on those things. You know?
Yeah. Those are a pain in the ass to clean up, actually, because then it goes inside. You know, it's got like
there's
that
like
metal,
coils and shit.
metal.
To mess with.
Yeah. That's probably the biggest beauty of the flat top invention is that there's nothing
Easy
like
cleanup.
the cleanup's so easy. That's the beauty of it, isn't it? Okay.
Uh-huh.
But the Massenomics stove is a gas, and what we got a lot of things cooking, and what the biggest thing that keeps those things cooking is our supporting membership. So if you could please consider signing up so we can keep things cooking like they have been.
No matter what kind of stove you have, whether
Yeah.
it's the little coil thing or the gas top or like a wood fire stove or, you know, whatever. We're fine with all stoves.
What if your oven is separate from your stovetop?
Then
Like
you're
you don't
living
have
the-
a range.
Then you're living the rich life.
So when they're together, it's a range.
well, is
when
that
they're
what you call it, though?
separated-
I just thought the top was called a range no matter what, or is that not how it goes?
I think the range is the combination.
Oh,
I'm
is
not
it?
sure though.
I don't
That's
know
not
that.
backed in. Can anyone confirm is a range? So you're saying the top part by itself could be a range?
Yeah, because if you Google range top, you just get
Yep.
just those alone.
Okay. So the point being, it doesn't matter if they're separate. You could even have one of those double ovens that's in like the
Yeah.
cabinet in the wall,
Yep.
like the stacked
Even
ovens.
that's fine. Yep. We'll allow that.
Yeah, and then the separate where's your range? Is your range in your island or not in the island?
No, not in the island.
I like it not in the island.
I do too. I don't need our island is just a freaking war zone. I don't need any other cooking parts of the cooking process to be added to that.
Yeah. Also, there's no good way to have a range hood in the island then.
Not really, no. Unless you're doing something really fancy.
Well, yeah, you could have a really, like that
Yeah.
enormous metal hood that like, it's almost like a focal point of the room. then
Yeah,
at that point.
yeah.
It
Like
kind
you
of-
got a full-on hibachi grill in the middle of your room. Some guys that show up and cook around the circle.
Yeah. I suppose you could even just maybe, we have the different types of ovens and ranges, and we, the Massenomics, we have the gas one. You could even just, what are those called that guys grill on where it's just the flat thing? It's their outdoor grill, but it's just the flat
Yeah,
top.
like
that got
a
pretty
Blackstone
popular.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Those-
Blackstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have a Blackstone even. Maybe you're a bachelor and you're like, yeah, I don't really use that thing inside the kitchen. I just use my Blackstone.
Yeah.
Even then, you could still become a supporting member.
Yeah. Even then, maybe you just only smoke your foods, all your foods. Even then, we'll still allow that too.
Yeah. So what if you're really bacheloring it though, and you basically just use a George Foreman in a microwave?
I was gonna say,
I got by many years with pretty much just using a George Foreman in a microwave or a Pizzazz. For that matter.
I think the George Foreman has fallen out of favor. I would not be surprised if there's people in college that have no clue what a George Foreman is now. You know?
And when I went to college, everyone in collage had a George Foreman.
Yeah. Absolutely. We had one. It wasn't mine, but my roommate
So you
had
think
one.
the George Foreman is dead?
I think it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just so far
What
removed
changed?
from that.
The George Foreman got taken over by
people
the
not knowing George Foreman
air
anymore.
fryer.
Air
fryer.
I'd say the air fryer definitely did some work there.
The air fryer is to 2020 as the George Foreman was to 2005.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I think. Although I don't feel like they cook they don't cook the
No,
same
it's-
things, not in the same way at least.
No, it's very different. Yeah. One's like a little mini panini press at an angle. And then,
Big Ben said the Foreman grill walked so the air fryer could run.
basically.
Yeah, the Michael Scott thing. You know what the grossest part about the George Foreman grill is, though?
You never clean the damn thing.
The grease trap, the greasy trap at the bottom, and it's just congealed grease. And no, you never clean the George Foreman.
Didn't it come with the little cleaning fork thing to kind of like
the plastic that like was the shape of the tines were like like that was the most you cleaned it is just dry scrape.
Yeah, or maybe you got like a paper towel once everything was like done and just kind of wiped it a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the beauty of the George Foreman is it doesn't. It's like it's like a hooded sweatshirt. You never have to wash it.
It's just like what do you call those pans? You know the I can't think of what are those pans called that you don't wash?
Why? What pants?
You know, Grant sells. What are the pans that you don't wash?
Cast iron pan. You keep it seasoned. You keep
pan.
Your right. You got to keep your George. I thought you were saying pants. I was like, I don't know, corduroy. It's you keep your George Foreman grill seasoned at all times. That's the thing.
Yeah, every family has its own secret little seasoning recipe of shitty instant food that they grill on it.
So please become a supporting member.
Yeah, that's the point we're trying to make here.
Yes, because if you just listen to that and you like weren't completely annoyed with the whole thing, why are you not a supporting member? Why, for the love of God, will you not give us like $3 a month? Mm-hmm. So go to Massenomics.com/join, and we'd love to have you help us keep our George Foreman grill on. This week's supporting members that we want to shout out, Big Luke filled his North Dakota elk tag. Big Chief got his archery buck in North Dakota.
Oh.
There was mini garage gym competition winners this week.
Yeah.
Brian's dad caught a big redfish. Big Ava had 2 meat PRs, a 70-pound clean and jerk and a 60-pound bench press. Big Anastasia won WRPF Canada Nationals for her age group. She also competed with Big Sandy. It was our first meet.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
Killa_trees was also in that WRPF Canada meet. He hit a squat PR. Big Murloc Jones competed in strongman competition with Big Seth and Big Noah. It looks like that was River City Strongman. Big Matt Cesney competed at 2025 XPS War for the Sword. He had a PR on bench and deadlift, and he won a sword.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Big Matthew won his novice strongman debut in the heavyweight class. So you know what that means. Not a novice anymore.
Pro card. Here we come.
Yeah. Earned his pro card. And Big Mike E did a half marathon. This week's guest on Unpaid and Underrated, it was a special game show episode where it was a trivia of the back catalog. Big Jeff was the host. Big Garrett was the scorekeeper, and the contestants were Mo, Colton, Cody, and Joey E.
Yeah, I got to go listen to that one. It looked like it was a pretty good one.
And Cody won.
Really?
He won himself some custom Conspiracy Randy Skinny Idiot Studio lift shorts and a Buffalo t-shirt.
Awesome.
By Conspiracy Randy Skinny Idiot Studio. So congrats to Big Cody for winning the contest.
It's very impressive.
There was some questions I did not know the answer to.
Oh, I was looking at some of those. I'm like, boy, I guess if you told me, I would maybe remember. But yeah, the
first item that was in What's in Tanner's Sack, I'm like, I do not remember that. I do not know.
I did not see this. Was it a bow tie or not?
It was a bow tie.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah.
I could not remember. Yeah. I couldn't remember if it was that.
So you did
something.
know that.
Yeah. That was a guess. That wasn't for certain.
That was one of the harder questions where I'm like, I don't know what that is. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you to our supporting members. Please consider joining up as a supporting member also. Like I said, it is the number one way that we keep on all of our various cooking devices, even panini makers. Okay. How about certified training facility?
Yeah. Do you have any preferences here?
I guess the last time I had written down the garage in North Carolina.
NC.
I think that there was a picture there.
Garage.
Where is that at, though, now?
That is the question. Because there is a few of them. The garage, Charlotte.
Charlotte, you're saying.
Smack
okay.
dab.
Is there a picture?
Yes. Yes, there is.
Okay. We got a picture of the garage. Can you see it?
We got multiple pictures. We got 6 pictures up in here.
Oh, okay. We're good. Yeah, we got all kinds of pictures then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I recognize this garage.
Yeah, the garage. Big Spooner.
Yeah.
Big Spooner, the garage.
Okay, the first one's kind of wide angle, so we're going to maybe skip past that just because I think these next photos show it off just a touch better. But it is, in fact, a garage, in case people are wondering. It looks like we got horse stall mats in pretty much the whole floor is covered. They appear to be the diamond plate horse stall mats from what I can tell.
Interesting choice.
Talk to Keith about that one.
Yeah.
Photo 2, we have the Rogue GHR and some type of leg extension machine behind that, right?
Yep.
I'm not sure what that one is, to be honest, but photo 3, a lot of plates up in there. We got Strengco plates. We got, what are these, Strongman kilo plate?
Strong arm.
Strong arm
calibrated kilos and a whole big set of Strengco plates. He's got a ton of plates for
that is a lot of plates, yeah. Especially when you consider the kilo ones, too. You could have a whole lot of people lifting in there with that much weight. And it's 2 nice weight trees, too. Both are on wheels.
Yep.
Photo 3, we got, oh man, I'm blanking. What do you call that belt squat?
I don't know why I'm blanking on that too. I was hoping you were going to say
Squat
it
Max.
because I'm like,
Squat
yeah,
Max.
the Squat Max MD. Is it HD, MD?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say,
yeah.
MD, but it could be HD too. I'm not sure. Yeah, the Squat
Got
Max.
the
I
lift
still have
decal on the
never.
front of
Have you
there.
ever got to use the Squat Max before?
I feel like I've messed around with it somewhere before. I got kind of turned off about it because one time when we got the Rogue one and I posted just like a totally harmless video on Instagram just of like, hey, check out the Rogue Rhino we got for the gym. It's pretty cool. And like the Squat Max people like commented and were
Came
like
out of the
mad.
woodwork and were
Yeah. No, like the company.
Oh, the actual company. Oh.
And was like, oh, like touting all the reasons that theirs was better. And I was like, go away.
Have we
like
even talked to you before?
I was like that. I was, it was just so weird. I'm like, I'm not shit. Like the fact that I own this doesn't mean I'm saying yours sucks or something. This is just what I wanted. Like why they were like mad. And I'm like, I don't even know who you are.
Wow. Yeah, I do not remember that at all. But I would love to try the machine someday. It's kind of crazy. We've done all these gym tours. Not a single person has had one.
I don't think anyone has that we've done in the tours yet, have they?
Yeah.
They seem fairly common, but we just really haven't come across them.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, not a ton of people have the Rhino either, but
No.
yeah, it's surprising we have not actually seen one of these yet. So that would definitely be on my list to give one of those a try someday. We have a lat pull down machine, and I'm not sure
And a
what
low
one,
row combo.
Yeah, and a low row. I don't know if that's like bells.
Looks like a nice one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what one that is though, but it does look nice. We got in the corner, we got barbells, some Lift Evil flags. Always good to see those. Some
Water heater.
You got to have that. Some adjustable dumbbells. I don't know if there's like the True Laps or something like that. They got the spinning handle. It looks like where you can adjust the weights. I think as long as you don't drop those things, they're pretty decent adjustable dumbbells. Barbells, we got trap bar. Is there like a football bar in there? A variety. It looks like maybe a Texas bar of some kind.
He's got that rolling. What's that thing called that you roll that you like put your hands on and you can do ab?
Oh, like a glute roller or
yeah, the glute roller or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those too. I think everyone should have one of those. It's a good little thing to have in your gym. Doesn't take up much space and you can do a few different things with it. And then the last photo here, is this the last one?
Yep.
Yes, last one. We got the state of the arc combo rack in, what do you call that? Pink and blue.
Yeah.
And it looks cool.
SOA.
Yeah, that is a statement piece right there on a platform too. Platform just
looks like
for
he's got a Texas power bar on there too, if I had to guess.
Those collars sure look like it, but that is a cool looking rack. And is that gym in North Carolina? I can't remember the story with that again.
You mean the state of the art guy?
Or sorry, the gym he got that combo from.
Yeah, he got that from the combo that Jacked and Ginger. He got that from the gym that Jacked and Ginger lifts at, I think.
Yeah. Where's
If I
that at,
remember
though?
right. One of the Carolinas.
Yeah, that's I can never remember.
I think it's from a more coastal area than Charlotte.
Okay.
I don't know. I might be off on that. Just what I'm remembering.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of coming back to me now that you say it, though. I do
See those
remember.
wood blocks he screwed into his platform to keep his combo from sliding back?
Yeah, you kind of got to do that if you're squatting, don't you?
Yeah.
Especially
I
on
think
just
so.
wood like that.
Yeah, it would want to slide on that wood platform otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jake says it's the Palmetto Pump House is where it came from. Take his word on it.
Palmetto.
In Charleston.
Okay, well, right there. It was local.
Yep. It's the Charleston Chew Bar. So, what I'm wondering, though, about the garage is, do you think you could get... So, we can determine this was a garage, Jim, if the name didn't give it away. The pictures
Yes.
did. But do you think you could get strong in the garage?
Oh, hell yeah.
Getting hella strong in the garage with Spooner.
With
All
the
right,
big spoon.
thanks, Spooner. This week's episode brought to you by our friends over at Barefoot. Check them out at barefoot.store. It's the shoes that Tommy and I wear. If I'm not wearing silly, ridiculous 1990s basketball sneakers, I'm wearing Barefoot shoes.
They don't make them like they used to, that's for sure.
That's right. The only ones that do, Barefoot shoes. That's why we wear them. Oso Gen 1, Oso Gen 2, Ursus. They've got their product line keeps expanding, just like your toes inside their wide toe box shoes.
Mm-hmm.
They're known for their wide toe box, their zero drop heel. It may take your feet some training to get used to wearing these shoes, but once you go to them, I'll tell you this much, it's hard to ever go back. They're great. Barefoot.store. Use discount code Massenomics. It'll save you 10% on everything you order. Thanks, Barefoot.
Do you want to hit the strength code button for me?
Do I?
This is the Strength Company. We've set out to build a better barbell plate on American soil. We ended up here at Wisconsin's legendary Wapaka Foundry. With over 60 years of ironworking experience, the foundry had the knowledge, technology, and processes to build our weights to our exact specifications. The Strength Company plates are slim but rugged, smooth but easy to grip, and electro-coated for durability and to look great in your gym. This is the next generation of American iron. Only available from the Strength Company.
Oh, yeah.
Be on the lookout for any sales that the Strength Company might be running at the end of this month on get yourself a steal on some plates possibly. Big Bryce mentioned to me this week, what if the Edmund Fitzgerald was on the way to the Wapaka foundry with that iron ore?
Oh, God. Don't say
We know it
those
wasn't,
things.
though, because that was in Wisconsin, and as the song says, they're loaded up and headed to Cleveland, although that is not factually accurate. They were not headed to Cleveland. They were headed to Detroit.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it wasn't either case, it was not Wapaka that they were headed to.
Yeah.
Also would have been weird to go from Duluth to, I think it left from, some might say Superior, Wisconsin. I would say Duluth because I'm more of a Minnesota guy than I'm a Wisconsin guy, but I suppose that's splitting hairs.
Wow.
Have you ever been to Superior, Wisconsin?
No, I actually had to look. I didn't realize that's what that was called right there.
Yeah, you just cross that bridge.
Yeah.
And then you're in Superior.
Did not know that.
Yep. Little upper
Little geography for
Midwestern
you there.
United States geography lesson for everyone this week.
People love it.
What do you think about some title topicking?
Yeah, let's do it.
So we kind of have two title topics? Like
I
we have
think
two
we do.
things that we're going to
I
cover
think we
in
got
this
two
segment.
title topics this week. Well,
Oh, wait. Do we kick? We better kick everyone
Oh
off.
my God, they're still in here.
Before we tell everyone the big Arnold news, we better.
Some people
What are we
can't
not
take
just
a
going to let
hint.
these people get the big Arnold news, are they? It's
Just felt like someone was breathing down my neck over here. I knew
we
something
can't
felt
just
off.
let these live listeners
Oh, my
hear all the good
God.
stuff. I gotta wait for something for when this episode comes out on recording.
I can't believe that.
Yeah,
We almost made a podcast party foul there.
we almost threw out the baby with the bathwater. Doesn't apply here, I don't think.
No,
We almost cut our noses off to spite our faces.
Yes. Spider face.
Is that like a butter face? Are you
Yes.
familiar with the term butter face?
What's he say? Something about despite her face.
Yeah. Okay. Is everyone out of here?
They are now officially. All right, they're gone.
Okay. Finally, breathe a little sigh of relief now
Woo.
that those people are gone.
And relax a little and get loose.
All right. So are we going to give our big Arnold news now that we're 55 minutes into this show?
Yes, we can finally hit him with it. Arnold 2026. Huge announcement. What everyone's been waiting for. What do we got, Tanner?
This is big. We've got a big announcement about the Arnold 2026. We are not having a booth. We are made the decision not to have a booth at the 2026 Arnold. We're not going to have a booth at the 2026 Arnold. When it comes to the 2026 Arnold, we are not going to have a booth.
So he's saying that because, I mean, the plan is we will still be there in some capacity.
Yeah, we're still going.
Yes.
We're just not going to have a booth.
Yeah, just that. And why? How did we get here? What in the hell happened? There's a number of things we talked about.
Because we've had a booth at the Arnold every year that you could since like 2018.
Yeah.
or
I mean, you
19
could
or
say
whatever.
it's starting the first year that we had a booth in 2018, and we went, 2 years before that even? 2016,
Yeah.
17. You could say starting in 2018, that was what our entire year revolved around, was the Arnold.
Yeah.
Like, it was the best thing ever. Like, it was the most exciting thing ever. It was the time we had some big sales, or we had big sales days as far as number of units moving. We got to meet a bunch of people. We got to, make some content, some connections out of it. It was a huge deal for us then.
Yeah.
And over time, as things have gone on, we've just started to have so much of our own stuff going on that the Arnold has started to feel like less and less, I shouldn't say less of a priority, but less important than it used to.
Yeah.
And then,
In the grand scheme of things, for sure, right?
yeah, like and don't get me wrong, that's why we say we're still going, is that
Right.
it still is a thing, but we just have so many things going on over here. It's just with everything going on. We got.
Yeah.
But between the trips, just if we look at, we got home gym tour trips. What do we got? We'll finish this year with like 6 of those maybe. That we have home gym con, we have the
Lift
our
Hard
own,
Live Easy
yeah,
Classic,
our own meet, the Lift Hard
which
Live
is
Easy
in-
Classic. We have Crew Falls. I mean, it's to the point where we have so many events and things taking. It's almost monthly. There's a Massenomics event taking place of some kind. So with all that, the Arnold starts to feel like not as pivotal to what takes place in the year. And then finally, the last piece of it is just it gets more and more expensive every single year. And we still, I mean, don't get me wrong, we still make money, but what makes it a challenge with us more than a lot of people is that it's just such a time commitment. And it starts from the t-shirt designs, having to have extra t-shirt designs made and ready to go for the Arnold, placing those orders, Tanner folding t-shirts, thousands of t-shirts ahead of time, packing up a trailer, and then driving, 2,000 miles there, 1,800 miles there. And that's the real killer, is that
Time.
by the time Tanner leaves his house, gets me, we hit the road, I mean, it's like 7 days. And that's just kind of what we always tell, like, as the time has gone on, we're like, oh, sweet, yeah, we made money, great. This is this is cool. And then we're like, well, but if you just consider you worked for a very cheap rate, for a solid week, like 10-hour days for 7 straight days. If you just consider what your hourly rate would be, it's like, I'd have to be paid a lot for someone to convince me to do something like that. And so it's just made it harder to be excited about that part of it as time has gone on.
And flying is an option, and shipping, it actually probably costs us a little more. It saves us some time.
Yeah.
It costs us a little more. Also, it takes more things out of our hands.
Yeah.
Which is, it's not a great option either.
No, it's not. It's not. Yeah. I mean, yes, it would be an option. When we were doing the math, it's okay. You save on some hotels, and definitely you save on gas, and you're saving on some food, but then you're paying that much more in shipping and airline tickets and car rentals and some other.
It's kind of weird.
And it's also like reliant on us kind of calling in some favors, and we know people would step up, but it's also the thing of it's annoying to be a burden on other people. And then you do all that, and it costs more money. And then it's the same thing again of, well, we just saved some time, but now we're making even less money again. And we just kind of talked it over, and we're like, do we need to do this? Do we need to do this as an exhibitor? It was our question we've been having.
The straw that literally the straw that broke the camel's back was that they raised the prices again, as they do most times. And in the sense that it broke the camel's back, that the increased price, although it not an enormous increase, like it just being like 15%, was enough for me to really want to run through the numbers again and be like, okay, let's just put this on paper. Even though we do it every year, let's do it again and just be like, does this even make any sense? Like, if you really think about the numbers and stop factoring in so much for the good, because it's always like the exposure.
That's what we said. It's a marketing opportunity. It's exposure. And those are things without a doubt. But we also, like we were saying, do a lot of things to account for that now too.
Right. We get that exposure in other ways. So it's not quite we don't have to do it for the exposure. But honestly, the booth for our little 10-foot by 10-foot square, just the booth this year is going to be like $4,200 just to be able to occupy that 10-foot by 10-foot spot, which is kind of wild. Like, and here's my gripe on the Arnold, that it goes up at, like when we started going, that used to cost $2,500 to $3,000. And then you say, well, it's like $1,000 more, or a little more than $1,000 more. It's not that much, but it is just kind of it's like, $100 more this year, $200 more this year, $100 more this year. After a while, you're like, God,
does this just go
what's going on
forever?
Right. And so that A is my gripe number one. Gripe number two, what they've changed over the years is that everything else there is so much more expensive for the attendees.
That's the thing, is the Arnold and the Strongman take so much off the top of people visiting the show. Like, it used to be, you go to the Arnold, you paid, I think it was like $40. You had the weekend. You were in. You got to do the stuff outside.
You got to watch the Strongman.
Yeah,
you wouldn't get to see the finals at the Grand.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't want to go to that. The Grand Bastille or whatever it is. But
we've been to it.
Yeah, but for the most part, though, you paid the $40. You got in for the whole weekend. You got to see everything. You got to watch the Strongman outside of the finals. Like, there was a ton of stuff you could do for $40. And now you look at the tickets and it's like, damn, if you want to get the Arnold experience, you kind of need to be ready to drop hundreds of dollars. And I'm not saying it's not worth it, but all that does is take the money out of ever reaching our hands now. Like
exactly.
They're just siphoning that off the top because, I think a lot of people still go in with, okay, it's Arnold weekend. Once I have my food,
$200.
Hotels, I have,
or whatever it is.
Yeah, my numbers. What is it? $100, $200, $300 in fun money once I get there. And the second you walk in the door, the Arnold has already taken $100 to $300 of that, depending on what you decide to do. And it just leaves so little for all the exhibitors that are actually selling stuff.
There's been a mass exodus, in my opinion,
of the little guy
booths like ours.
Yeah, the little guy isn't really a thing at the Arnold anymore.
and that's kind of what's changed it a little bit.
A lot.
Is it
That's
just
what changed it a lot of
yeah.
it. When we
Right,
first went,
right.
there was a ton of 10 by 10, 10 by 20 booths, and the
It was
mega
like
huge
that was
crazy
like
booths.
that consumed like 80% of the place is what it felt like to me. You just went, it was just aisle after aisle of 10 or 20 foot
Yeah.
booth.
Yeah, and it was tons of apparel companies, equipment companies, people that make different things in the fitness space. And now that's just been consolidated so heavily to your supplement companies,
Rogue, SPD.
right, a few huge mega companies like your
Yeah.
giant Rogue, SPD, and then like your enormous apparel companies that have $100,000 plus to spend on a booth.
Right.
And that's a major part of what the Arnold is now. Like there's just not as many of these smaller time companies doing it.
And I guess it's not even maybe it's not like I'm saying it's a complaint. It's not really my complaint. It's just is kind of the matter of fact. Like that.
Yeah, it's just changed.
What they've
It's just
created is
different.
that's what it's like now. Like
Yeah.
there's really not room. I mean, we could do it still.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like from us, like it doesn't. It's really stressful and a ton of work.
So
for us
time
to
consuming. It'd be way
kinda-
different if we lived within 8 hours. We would just wake up.
Yeah.
You know, we could just wake up on Thursday whenever, drive there, set up Thursday night, do the whole thing, and we'd get home Sunday night. We'd be gone Thursday night, Friday night. We'd be gone 3 nights.
Right.
That's an entirely different thing than driving for roughly 20 some hours there
Right.
and back, and then hoping there's no snow or weather or anything like that.
Right.
And I mean, that's a whole different ball game, but just how far away we are, that it makes it a headache. It makes it a challenge.
But I still come back to like them wanting to raise the price just even a little bit more feels like the straw that breaks the camel's back. Where I'm just like, no,
It's
you
the
just
principle of it.
you did it too much. You did too much. We're out. Like, mercy. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Because I don't think they're bringing in. I mean, I don't think they're bringing in bigger crowds. They would probably say they are, but
they say they are every year.
yeah, every
Like,
year.
that's what
We were
they
there in
have to say
2018.
that.
I've never seen anything like that in 2018. Like that was
Right.
you couldn't go anywhere. I still have not seen an Arnold like that. I think if you ask them, well, there's also been I think like 3 or 4 different exhibitor company or
It's different like every year.
yeah, management companies that run the thing. So yeah, I think that it's just the thing of every year is the biggest year ever. But
Yeah.
they're not bringing in, from what I can tell, more people. And then, like we were saying, the people that they are bringing in, they're siphoning the money off the top before they get to you. So there's less
Right.
disposable income to go around at the end, anyways. And
Well, we're fortunate we have a bunch of fans of us that are going to come there and they're going to support us no matter what. So that's great. But it is just way harder for us to just pick up like the non-fan yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just harder to do there because of those reasons. And I like the Arnold. I
Yeah,
like
I
being
think
at
it's
the
great.
Arnold and it's fun. It's just not a really good, it just doesn't make a lot of sense for us to have a booth anymore.
yeah, it's
I
a
mean,
challenge.
we still could if we wanted to do all that work for like, if the non-tangibles, if we can value those enough for it, but we're kind of saying we don't. So then we're coming to what our actual plan is probably going to be is roughly be there at the Arnold for probably a day and a half or something like that. We want to be there for most of Saturday probably because it's the prime day, and then that way, like last year, we did a Saturday evening meal meetup with all the Massenomics crew. Then we can still do that, still go to the Eagle's Nest and do that exact same
Should be
thing.
Great, I would love to do that.
Go out with everyone, and by doing that, we also can probably do some gym tours and stuff too. So we got different ideas. Potentially we like fly into a different city even the day prior,
Get a few
do some gym
tours.
touring on the way, get there, maybe do a video at the Arnold depending on the situation, and
Potentially go watch some strongman stuff. Actually,
Right.
We've never
actually like
really got to see that outside of like 2016, 2017.
Right. And depending on who does have booths there, it's also not impossible. We could set up like a crew meetup time somewhere.
Yeah.
We could do like, hey, we're going to be at whatever booth and put it all out there and make sure everyone comes. Maybe we do like 2 of those or 1 of those throughout the day where everyone specifically comes to hang out then.
Yeah. So that's
I'm feeling way better about that plan.
It takes an enormous burden and time suck off of our hands for the first few months of the year.
The booth is a lot. All that being said, the booth is a lot of fun, and there's part of that I'll miss. Like, just the...
It is really, really fun. Like, yeah, we're not saying anything bad about... Once we're there, we're having a great time. Like,
right.
It is. It's just all of the work that comes on the front and back end of it that's...
Right. Where it's like, oh, we can just fly in, do video, do our video thing, and also still hang out with all of those people.
Yep.
So
yeah, we'll just do
all
the
the crew that... all the crew that comes there, we just find somewhere different to hang out with them, and we can like watch stuff with them, and we can walk around
and actually hang out. And you and me either don't have to rely on volunteer work to man the booth while we're gone, or take shifts where it's like, no, I've been gone a while, you can go do a thing, and we can take this on more as Massenomics versus splitting our time as much there too.
Right. That's a good point. And yeah, like what you said too, not having to. I mean, people have come to, I think, enjoy helping at the booth over the years too. So it's not really a big ask for that, but we don't have to call in favors this time to do that though too, which is kind of
and we have been super grateful of everyone that's helped. Like there is a core group of guys that are just they could run the whole thing without us. We don't even need to be there, but we're also don't want to be in the business of relying on and taking advantage of volunteer labor for everything,
Yep. Minnie and Eddie and some of those guys have, I mean, they could we could set it up and be like, yeah, you're good to go for the day. And we could probably come back 10 hours later and they'd be like, yeah, we got it.
They'd be holding it down still. I know.
Yeah. Minnie and Rachel and,
Kevin's been there a lot.
Yeah. I mean, couldn't even hardly name them all, but, it has been, or it is a little weird because it's been such a piece of Massenomics, but it's like, we're still going to be there. It's not that the Arnold isn't a thing. It's just different this time.
Yeah. We just won't be selling t-shirts.
And it really does allow us to focus more on some of the other stuff that we think is probably becoming a growing priority. Also, just straight up knowing that we're going to have the booth at Home Gym Con this year. I'm like, it's slightly a moderate, not saying it's a substitution, but it's just like
a more targeted audience of people that really do care about Massenomics. I'm not saying there's definitely people, at the Arnold that care, but there's a ton of people that are like, I just want that beer shirt. I don't care what else is going on here.
Right. So attending the Arnold will still be there. It still is a check mark on your Hall of Fame card. That's not going away.
Always has been.
Yeah. If you're a Massenomics supporting member, the Arnold still is a check mark, but the big question would be do we make that a slash at some point and say that check mark is attend the Arnold or Home Gym Con?
Right.
Especially now that we are going to have the Home Gym Con booth.
I can see that. I was not thinking about that, but yeah, I could, we don't change that card very often. I could see that.
We've never changed that card.
Okay. Scratch that. We never changed that card, but I could see making a change here.
But if that's what we do, it's not retroactive Home Gym Con. It's
going forward.
Because you could have went to Home Gym Con like the year we didn't even go.
Yeah.
And that, and like
I think that's fair. It'd have to be 2026 on.
2020. Yeah. It's, the Arnold over our tenure there and continuing. I also don't really picture us not going to that in the future. We'll probably always continue to, go and do the type of thing, but it's just, I think I'm wondering if it should be / Home Gym Con 2026 and forward.
I could be talked into that pretty easily
because they're comparable in some ways,
somewhat similar areas of the country.
And you also could say, well, if we're not going to have a booth there at the Arnold, maybe there's slightly less incentive for some of these people to come to it.
Yeah.
But then we have the booth at Home Gym Con, more incentive to come there. Yeah, we'll come up with an official ruling on that, but I think we could be trending in that direction.
Something to think about. I think we'll save this top one. Okay. Before we jump into I think we'll save this top one for another time because that did take a little longer than I thought.
So that was our title topic.
Yeah, so just a single title topic this week.
Okay. Not the double title topic that people were hoping for.
No, we're changing it up. We're just probably going to move this title topic to next week now.
That's the thing about the Massenomics podcast. There's always next week.
Yes, there is.
Death, taxes, and the Massenomics podcast.
That
as
is
read in the
saying.
Rapid City Journal.
Yep. It's been noted.
Was that did we talk about the Rapid City Journal article?
I don't think we have, because I think that was just a few days ago. Yeah, that was just this weekend. You sent it to me. Yeah.
Crew member Big Chris Hornick put out the Rapid City. It's Rapid City Journal, I think, right?
Or
is it
so.
Post?
Yeah. I think it's. Ooh. Now you got me second guessing myself.
I could have it wrong.
I think it's the Rapid City Journal, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll find out in a second here.
Probably should give him the proper credit on.
Yep, Rapid City Journal. Got to
Okay,
cite
I
our
was
sources.
Yeah, Rapid City Journal. Big Chris wrote an article on the Massenomics podcast, episode 500. It's making its rounds on Facebook. It's a lot of people on Facebook checking out that article. Very well written article. You can always tell when it's someone in the Massenomics inner circle that writes something about Massenomics where things actually make sense.
Right? It's not just words that maybe are related. It actually is sensical.
Well, they tried, and it kind of makes sense. I see what they're trying to do, but I can tell they don't actually know what Massenomics
lifted
is.
10,000 pounds. Like, well,
yeah. It's like, well,
it's
sure.
a lot, but those are just big numbers.
That was a very good article about episode 500.
Yeah, so check that out. Rapid City Journal. If you just Google Rapid City Journal Massenomics, it'll probably pop up.
I think that'll get you there. Yeah. Also, a reminder, Crew Falls is coming up soon. Did you put this as a reminder?
I
in
did.
Here?
Yeah, I did add that again because time is a ticking.
You can still get signed up on Massenomics.com. You go to our company and events tab. There's an events tab where you can get signed up for Crew Falls. Doesn't cost anything, but we just need a head count to know who to expect. It's a weekend full of fun activities. We're kind of hammering out some of the details about the Grip Gauntlet Challenge for 2025. We got the Grand Prize Award has been ordered. Maybe we won't spoil that yet, but it's good this year.
It is good. If you're showing up, you're gonna be taking your grip seriously that weekend.
Yeah, it'll be the Grand Prize winner. I think there's going to be 4 grip events that'll make up the Grip Gauntlet Challenge this year. More info on those 4 events to come. Going to be Saturday lifting at Los Campeones. And then Saturday night, evening, we're going to Remedy Brewing Co.
Yes.
That's where the group is going out to eat and have drinks. There'll be other things like Friday afternoon. There's a Pizza Ranch meetup and
then grip party at my house.
Yeah. So is the garage ready for the chalk fiesta?
I gotta do a few cleaning up. I gotta get my horse stall mats in order. You could say. Yeah. So. Got a little time still.
Figuratively and literally.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So do get signed up for Crew Falls if you can either fly. It's flying into Sioux Falls is actually usually pretty convenient and relatively affordable for most places. So
yeah.
Okay. What do we want to go to next?
Let's look at just on the equipment side of things quick. This gets into the home gym nerd scene a little bit. So
yeah,
if you're not in the loop, but at Tanner, you were able to make it to Home Gym Con this year. I was not, but it seemed like the star of the show was the dialed motion. What do they call it? The dialed motion
leg developer. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, everyone was hyping it up.
It was the star of the show.
Yeah. And for people that don't know, it's basically a leg curl, leg extension attachment that goes on the end of your bench, and you can attach it to a cable stack. So you can have basically the feeling of a selectorized leg extension, leg curl machine. And this whole system is all integrated. It works really well. It's compact, and it's a way to
cool engineering.
Yeah, like actually engineered and produced really, really well from what I could see. Like it looked like a really impressive piece of equipment, and everyone was hyping this thing up. It really does seem like it's the real deal. And you could just tell that this small team of guys that put stuff out, that with the demand they have, it would be a logistical nightmare for them to ever catch up to demand or fulfill these orders with the team that they had in place, because I don't think they have a whole lot of people on their team. And
no, I think it's just the 2 brothers.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they have someone helping them fulfill orders or something, but it's not like they have teams of employees working on stuff.
Right.
And it sure seemed like when this product comes out, they will need teams of employees to get this thing done. But it has finally been announced that Rep is teaming up with Dialed Motion to release this leg developer, and it has been extended out to next year. I think they said like November of 26 or something, but they did also make several comments that we are under promising and hope to over deliver on that. So who knows? Maybe Home Gym Con.
That's the right strategy.
Yeah, maybe next summer it comes out. I guess I'm 30. I'm 36. I've made it my whole life without this thing. I could wait another year. It's my legs are getting strong without it. It's not the end of the world.
They're still developing.
They're still developing. So it would be cool to have this thing. I'd love to just try it. I haven't even got to try it yet, but I guess we'll stay tuned and see what happens with this one.
Well, and speaking of leg development and home gym nerds, this week's YouTube video, well, last week's that came out was Evan Centopani's. That gym tour is freaking awesome. It might be like, we talked about this last week, but even just to touch on it again, it's so good. If you haven't watched the Evan Centopani home gym tour, there's so many elements of it that are so good. Everything comes together. It's like almost like a perfect home gym tour.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I can't even, if you tell me why is this good, it'd be like, it'd be easier to come up with a list of why this is bad, because that list is smaller. Like everything, it's the whole vibe of Evan's gym is amazing. Evan is obviously amazing. He gives the perfect answers, like the perfect amount of context. They're good. Yeah. They're interesting. They're not too long. They're not too short.
It's fun and funny, but also like informative and like really good anecdotes.
You want to keep going. Like I personally think filming wise, it's one of our best looking gym tours ever. Like it's shot so well. The audio is good. Like just everything about that gym tour is so good. And it came out and it was off to a little bit of a slow start. And we're like, what does the world want from us? Like, why can't this? Like, what's going on here? Yeah. And that was on Thursday and it did fine. It just wasn't like the level of excitement we had for it. It didn't match it. And then Saturday it went on a little bit of a run on YouTube and now it's gotten some good views on it. And we're really happy with the spot that it's in. And it's still pulling in views. So it's cool to see ton of really good comments on that one.
Oh, and that's the thing. There's a lot of comments on there, nothing but positive too. Yeah. Like as it should be, because it is just a really good video and nothing but positive comments.
Yeah, like everything
not a
from
single negative comment in that whole video.
Obviously people like Evan a lot, so a lot of great comments on Evan, but it's just really refreshing to see a gym not totally packed with Rogue and Rep and Prime, or like seeing different stuff, or hearing a guy that has a ton of experience talk about why, like just so much good things. And like that is how we felt about the video. So it's
really good to see that did get received that way.
It's reassuring, to get that feedback.
Yeah. So seriously, check that one out. I mean, I kind of love all of our gym tours, I guess, but it's a good one.
It's just, it has a vibe to it that the other ones don't have. I shouldn't say the other ones don't have, but that a lot can't match. It's impressive.
And then the video coming out, that's out by the time this podcast episode comes out, is going to be your review. Did you mention, I think you mentioned last week what the piece of equipment you got?
Yeah, I think, was that all? Did we just say what it was and that was it? I couldn't remember.
I don't think we said very much, but it's the GMWD
LE08 2.0 leg extension, leg curl machine. And this one caught our attention because I saw a video on Instagram. It was Matt Pendergraph, and he had it shot. It was sleek. It was cool the way he had this thing shot, and it caught my attention. Like, ooh, what's going on here? And look it up, find this GMW, because GMWD, it's like some budget Amazon company, right? Like they don't make cool stuff, do they? And go on their website, find this machine. It looked really impressive. And we reached out to them saying we want to do a review. They said, yeah, we'll send you guys a unit. Got that thing set up probably now at this point, a month and a half ago, something like that. So I've been using it a ton. And I don't know how much of the video we want to recap or cover, but the machine, it's freaking awesome. Like,
watch the video.
Yeah, watch the video.
Get the full,
okay, I'll say two things about the video if you haven't seen it yet. And the review ended up being 20 minutes somehow, which is surprising how long it is. It's like the first video in a very long time that I did completely alone. Tanner was not here for it.
Yep.
But Bryce does make a little cameo appearance in there.
The perfect little sweetie.
Yes, it's
See
pretty
how this
funny.
Thing stacks up to the big boy.
We did a fun little edit for his appearance. I don't know if you probably haven't got to see it yet, have you?
Is it out there? Actually,
I put it in YouTube this afternoon.
Oh, okay. Damn, I do want. really got to see that. I'll be
Yeah,
very
we did a
excited
fun
for
little
that.
intro for how Bryce shows up, which when I was editing,
So is
I'm
it
like,
the intro of the
No,
video or the intro
it's
of
like
Bryce?
it's probably at like the 14-minute mark when he
Okay.
appears, and it's just I'm
Okay.
like editing. I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, Massenomics people are gonna love it, and everyone else will be like, what the
Yeah,
hell
what
is
is this?
What is
Yeah.
this part of the video here? Like, it went from just a guy being in his garage, kind of talking, to like being this weird, overly animated guys hanging out. It takes a
Yeah.
weird turn, which is
That's good
anyone else doing it,
Massenomics
it'd be very
fashion.
confusing. But I think for Massenomics, it's on brand and it works.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it was a fun video to make, and the piece is really impressive. It's
So do you like having it in your?
the only
training,
thing I don't like about it is it's just really big. It takes up a full
Yeah.
horse stall mat. You know, like
Yeah.
it's a big piece of equipment, but if you want to do leg extensions and leg curls, there's not a lot of machines that don't
Yeah.
take up a lot of room if you're
But-
going to do that.
So do you enjoy being able to do the leg extensions? And
I'll
leg
say
curls?
this. I've done more leg extensions in the last month than I have actually done in my entire life. I
Yeah.
typically don't do a whole lot of, I typically almost never do leg extensions when I have the
Right.
option. But when it came to machines, outside of like a lat pull down machine, my go-to machine in a gym was a leg curl machine. That's what I felt like I was missing the most.
Yeah.
And if you were to ask me what I think is one of my weak points, I would say my hammies are a weak point. And that's why this machine, it checked two of those boxes. One of my favorite machines and an area that I think I could use help in. And so that's what really made this thing enticing to me. And like when I do this machine, I'm so much stronger on leg extensions than leg curls. And I don't know if that's all machines or just this one, but
Yeah.
I've been hitting it pretty hard lately. So I have enjoyed having this thing in the rotation. Is it a forever piece in my gym?
That's what I was going to
know.
ask. Do you think you keep it because of the space is the negative?
That's the
side of it.
negative, but I've also have kind of moved things around that it's not in the way at all. It's just,
Right.
it does just take up a lot of space. But it is a really nice piece of equipment. Like at the end of the day, it is. And it has, I could talk about all this in the video, but it has the benefit of not being selectorized, which means if I do need to move it, I can. Like
can,
it's not just like a cheap piece of equipment that you just pick up
Yeah.
and move. Like you got to kind of slide it one net at a time, but it is movable. So if I ever do need to rearrange, like when I'm shooting the video, I slide it out into the middle of my gym and film it. And then when
Right.
I'm done, I push it back. And if I have a selectorized piece, like you're not
Yeah, you
really
never do
doing
that,
that.
no.
Like that's an ordeal on horse stall mats moving selectorized equipment.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I guess it also could come down to if there was ever something else
Well,
that you wanted.
I mean,
more
it would
than
be
that would be the thing.
It would be
then,
like someday
too.
the dialed motion thing. Like
Right.
if that became an option. But even there, you're talking about something that's a year out. And then I have the AB 5200 bench that doesn't have that receiver post on the top.
Right.
So
You can't
to ever
technically
make
use
that work,
as is now.
yeah, they're talking about like, yeah, you can maybe make it work if you're comfortable doing some drilling into your bench, either
Right.
through the metal or the pad. And I mean, does that ever actually come to fruition and be a thing, or is now that reps on board, they're like, that's a liability nightmare. We're not messing with that,
Right.
because that would
Right.
surprise me. If a company
But
of their size.
Rep must be planning on doing something though with them being on board.
their newer
with their-
bench, that's what that Nighthawk bench has, that post, and like their zero
Oh.
gap bench, I think.
But
has
maybe
that
they'll
post
come out
too.
with a reasonable way to retrofit the other ones.
Well,
though,
that
too.
would be nice, because now that they are, they've sold a ton of those AB 5200s.
That's what I'm saying, because if they want to sell that leg developer, the easiest way to sell it would be make it so everyone can put it on their AB 5200 because there's so many of those out there.
I still, though, now after having a dedicated machine for
Yeah.
it, I don't know. Like the dial motion thing, from everyone that I can tell, it is a great piece.
But if you had to go to that, do you think it would feel pretty inferior to your dedicated
See, that's what I
machine?
think it would. I mean, just when I look the seat alone,
I think it would.
like just look at the seat for, on leg extensions. When you're doing leg extensions,
Right.
the front of the seat on the machine I have might be 28 inches wide. It widens out big
Yeah.
time, so there's a ton of support for your legs. On the dialed motion one, it's the width of your bench, which is 12 inches or whatever. Like it might actually be half the width. So
I
there's
don't
that
really
thing.
think it can compete with the dedicated
See,
machine.
I
It is just the space. It's the trade off of where do you want to trade it off.
Yeah, there's
between the
that, and then
space
also
the-
they have solved by using the cable system, you can keep that even tension throughout the lift. But the
Right.
GMWD machine, it's not the standard just throw a weight on a peg and lift it up.
Right.
It has this weird kind of like lever system where it's weighted
Yeah.
the whole way through. So as amazing as the dial motion one is, I don't think it ever. The only thing it can definitively beat it on is the space savings.
Right.
But I now that I have a dedicated machine, I think it would be hard to give that up at some point. So we'll see. Love to get one in the gym when the time comes. Love to get one in the gym and test it, and do a review. Like that would obviously be high on our list, but it's like all things. Just typically dedicated machines are better at doing dedicated tasks.
Right.
So go watch that review, everyone. Tell us if you like Bryce in the video. And
we do have an affiliate link for GMWD.
And there's an affiliate code.
Too, if you're thinking about, you watch the review and you're like, okay, I got to get one of these. I think the machine costs like $1,000.
It's about $1,000.
So it's not cheap. It's also not expensive in comparison to higher end home gym options.
Yeah, that's the challenge with this machine is there's the
price
really
point, yeah.
cheap stuff that's $400 ish.
Yep.
Then there's the premium stuff, which is typically selectorized machines that start around $2,500 and go up from there. And then you have this machine sitting at $1,000, and it's in this weird no man's land of price where it's like Titan kind of has one that's like $700-ish. Gronk Fitness has one that's like $700-ish. I did see Bells of Steel. I just got an email today. Bells of Steel came out with one for like $1,300.
Yeah.
And I love Bells of Steel, but machine looks pretty inferior to what GMWD has at $1,000. Like the GMWD one looks a lot more compelling just from what I could tell.
Yeah.
So it's in a weird middle ground, but that's up to you to decide how you want to spend your budget on your gym.
But if you do, check out our affiliate page. We have a whole bunch of affiliates and discount codes on the page. That's massenomics.com/affiliates. Just go to our homepage and click affiliates at the top of the page. GMWD is on there, of course, but then also every other single brand that we've mentioned here today, whether we've mentioned Rogue, Rep, Bells of Steel, Dialed Motion. I mean, literally the Strength Co.
Yeah.
Basically every equipment company that we mentioned, Prime Fitness on here. Then a whole bunch that we didn't mention, like PRX, tons of them. We have, if not an actual discount code, we have an affiliate link. So we'd love for you, if you're considering buying any new equipment, to click through those affiliate links. When you purchase something, we get a little bit of a kickback from the company. You don't have to do it, obviously, but we'd love it if you do, because it helps us keep our panini makers plugged into the wall.
And panini makers running.
Yeah. It helps keep our, it lets our George Foreman grills walk so that our air fryers can run. Do you have an air fryer?
We do have an air fryer. Yep.
Yeah. Everyone's got an air fryer, don't they?
Yeah.
Air fryers are kind of big.
They are big. It's just, they're great for like the kids. A lot of kid meals go in that air fryer, you know?
Hey, a good old pizzazz always worked pretty good too.
That's also one I would be curious how many people nowadays know what a pizzazz is, you know?
Huck Finn's always talk. We always had a
does.
pizzazz.
Do you guys have one right now?
No. I mean, I haven't had a pizzazz in like 20 years, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why?
But
why did everyone love it and now nobody uses them?
I think it was in that George Foreman thing of like just people kind of getting sold on the kind of gimmicky kitchen stuff, and it was fun.
I think they're all gimmicky and they just all come in and out of favor.
I think so. I
like at some point in time, people like in 20 years will be like, oh, remember when we all had air fryers?
See, that's what I was just going to say. I don't think air fryers will ever go out, but there was definitely people that said the same thing about pizzazzes and George Foreman's, though. That's
right.
I don't know. The air fryer, though, it's kind of like a microwave, but it gets your food crispier.
Right. Well, I guess the microwave is the gold standard.
Yeah, it's hard to not have a
microwave. You become so good that you become one of the core appliances. You get upgraded from kitchen gadget to core appliance. That's what happened to the microwave.
Yeah, it's part of a kitchen package. You have your your range stove, a fridge, and a microwave. Like that's the
microwave transcended kitchen gadget.
Yeah, like it cuts ahead. Like it cuts ahead of a dishwasher for sure. You know, as far as the priority list goes.
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you have to have a microwave's not negotiable.
Yeah.
Like you can't live and not have a microwave, can you?
I mean, you can, but I think there's a lot of people that would starve to death if they didn't have a microwave.
I haven't not had a microwave for ever in my life. Like
I think we've always had. I don't think
in our college dorm we were not allowed to have them, and we hid a microwave in our college dorm and had one. I'm like, yeah, we're not going to not have a microwave. Yeah, we did. We actually hid it under like a towel in a spot. And I'm like, yeah, we're having a microwave, dumbasses. Like,
We will die without this.
I need to heat up my my Chef Boyardee ravioli, and I need to do it in the comfort of my own room. Not walk down the hall to a communal microwave. What are we, savages?
Right. I have some very important nutrition intake I need, and this microwave is essential to that happening.
My Hot Pockets will be going in my personal microwave in this molten sleeve here. So that's the YouTube recap, right?
Mm-hmm.
The affiliate links, though. Yeah, check out the affiliate links so we can have a microwave.
Yeah.
I think we probably got to wrap up with a sports and books segment, don't we?
Yep, one of the fastest growing segments of this show, sports and
books. We need
books.
some sports and books music.
Mm-hmm.
Is that typically Buck Cherry or what? Who
I
usually
think so.
plays this?
I think so, right?
Thank you, Buck Cherry. You know, when you hear Buck Cherry, that means it's time for sports and books. One of the fastest reoccurring segments on the Massenomics podcast.
All right. Typically, the title of the title of the segment is sports and books. So you would start with the former, in this case, Tanner. If we're gonna,
Not the latter.
Not the latter. We would start with the former.
Head to the foreground.
I don't have a ton to report on sports. The Vikings, sometimes I think maybe they're good, and sometimes I think they're bad. And right now, I think they're probably bad. Outside of that, did the NBA start, Tanner?
NBA has started. The beginning of the NBA season is not relevant.
I mean, even the halfway point of the NBA season
yeah.
isn't really relevant.
It doesn't. It really does. It quite honestly doesn't start until Christmas. That's when you can start. That's when you're allowed to start paying attention to the NBA as Christmas. No earlier. And I like the NBA, obviously. So
college basketball started too. That was recently a thing.
I'm excited for the first local home college basketball game, but the first home game is late this season. So,
is it?
Yeah.
Like what's late?
Oh, like almost Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I thought something popped up in sports, like maybe a more obscure sport that I had in mind for the sports and book segment, but maybe I'm making that up.
F1 season's winding down. Got about 2 races left there. Yeah, I mean, obviously college football is the crazy thing, but enough other people talk about college football. We don't need to hit that one too. So I don't know. I think that's kind of the wide world of sports right now, isn't it?
I guess otherwise, in terms of strongman, the Rogue. The Rogue Invitational in Aberdeen, Scotland went on, and Mitch Hooper won that.
Oh, he did. I actually didn't see who won.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Big Trey got second.
All right.
Actually, Trey Mitchell got second. So Hooper was back and better than ever, apparently, getting first place. Thor was hurt and kind of backed out, or not saying like he pussed out. I'm saying like he was hurt and couldn't compete.
Yeah.
And I think Trey got second.
Okay.
So there's sports.
Okay.
Strongman.
There is
in Aberdeen, the Dean,
the sister city,
Scotland.
Yep.
Yeah.
Things are getting crazy in the Dean.
Yeah.
Do you think anyone calls it the Dean in Scotland?
I assume most of them. Yeah. I like that it's
probably.
Like the Dean. Yeah. We're getting wild in the Dean, Scotland. Scotland Dean.
Yes. Okay. Books. Well, I got some stuff to report here. I have finished Project Hail Mary.
Okay. What's your final rating or review?
It was a really fun read. It felt like to me how it just felt like this book is destined to be a movie, and obviously it is. Like it's coming out, like it is a thing. But I'm
Seems
reading
like
this.
It was
I'm like,
written to be a movie.
Exactly. Like I'm reading. I'm like, this guy wrote this to be a movie. Like it
probably right. Like that's probably actually what happened,
right? Because he made The Martian first, right? Wasn't that his first one? And then that became a movie, and you just think, oh man, yeah, he had to be like, yeah, I know how this goes now.
Right.
That's not a knock against it. Like that's my way of saying it was entertaining. It was fast paced, and just as far as a good old sci-fi kind of action, little bit of adventure thriller.
It's one of those things too where the puzzle pieces come together. I
will say
end
not
too,
knowing a thing. I'm so glad I didn't watch any trailers or know anything about this, because I went into this 100% blind, and I did not
That's what I did too.
expect any of the direction that they took with this. Like I thought it was going to be a very different style of book, and that changed. And I'm like, oh, this is even funner now. Like this is even more fun. This is cool.
I think the ending's pretty cool.
That also really, I'm like, see, this is where the audiobook experience would be different than not totally, but than the book is that in the book, I'm like, there's like this many pages left. Feels like there's a lot that needs to happen here. And what happened was not what I was expecting. Like, it was like, okay, they really got me there. All right. But it was fun. I would recommend it to anyone. The Martian is I've never seen The Martian. I don't know a thing about that. That is absolutely on my reading list now. So that will be a thing. But getting into this reading thing, I gotta expose myself to a variety of things. I can't go right back to Andy Weir again and go to the Martian. There's a bigger world out there. So we made the trip to Barnes and Noble the other day, and I picked up some books. And I won't say all of them that I got to, because we'll get to those eventually. But I think I said last week that high on my list was Stephen King, and so I picked up.
Did you get a Stephen King book?
I did pick up a few Stephen King books, because a couple of these are a lot shorter. Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption. The Body, which is what Stand By Me.
That's the name of the actual book, was Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, just Rita Hayworth and Shawshank Redemption. And it's the most confusing thing, because I'm like, is this two different books? What's going on here? Like these things seem like they're not related at all.
No, I mean, it's if anyone that's even just familiar with the movie, the name is. But I'm not really, that made it to the title.
I'm not familiar with the movie. Like that's the thing is, I was also going into this pretty blind, but so I got that. I got The Body, which is what Stand By Me is based on. And I also got The Green Mile for Stephen King books. Right. So I didn't really go in the horror route. I got his other ones here. But so I got those. That was yesterday. And we get home and put the kids to bed. And Rita Hayworth and Shawshank Redemption is like 110 pages long.
Really? That's all the longer it is.
That's all the longer it is. And I think it must be, because when I looked on Goodreads, it said on Goodreads, it said it's 180 pages. So maybe this version, the pages are a little bigger, the font's a little smaller. Right. But the version I got is 110 pages long. And so we get the kids put to bed. They got to bed a little earlier. And I start reading it. And it was good. It was interesting. But I was actually getting kind of tired. And I'm like, well, I've kind of got to a good spot here. But I need to take the dog for a walk. And so I took the dog for a walk. And it's a little chilly out, so it kind of woke me up again. I'm like, I'll sit down and read a little more. Finish the damn book in one sitting. I read the whole thing at once. I've never done that in my life. And man, what a book. That is a classic. That is absolutely a classic. I've never watched the movie. I kind of knew what happened at the end, because it's just like one of those movies, like it's...
Yeah. You've got to watch the movie, though.
Now I really do have to watch the movie, but... man, what a book. It's a classic for a reason. It was good. I really liked it. I could definitely recommend that to people.
I'm curious if you watched the movie, because I've never read the book and I've seen the movie a million times. It's one of my favorite movies, but the book only being 110 pages, I'm like, they really must have really expanded on a lot of things into the movie, actually, where they like.
That's what I'd like to know. That's what I would like to know, because I'm thinking like, I don't know. I can see how what they have here is still might be hard to fit all of this into a movie, is what I was thinking.
Okay.
Like that was my takeaway from it, is that it's still, you can read pretty fast, and this is still, I don't know, maybe the movie is 3 hours long, but the more confusing part is the guy in the movie. What's the character's name?
Andy Dufresne.
No, Morgan Freeman. What's his name in the movie?
Red.
Oh, he is Red in the movie.
Or is it, it's Red, right?
Okay, yeah, because that's the character's name is Red, because he has red hair. Which
he said, does they make that joke in the book? Oh, he has red hair.
It's like a white guy. It's a white guy with red hair in.
Oh, it is.
Yes, in the book. Yeah.
Oh, in the movie, the joke is red, and he's like, "Why do they call you Red? Because of my red hair." Morgan Freeman says.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure in the book he makes a comment about his fate. Maybe I just missed that, but I could have swore he made some comments about looking in the mirror and seeing his red hair. I'm trying to Google this here. Yeah, in the book, he's a red-haired Irishman, yes.
Oh.
So that's kind of a funny casting one.
No, because in the movie, Andy asks him why they call him Red, and Morgan Freeman jokes at him, and they say, well, when they ask him,
it's right here. Actually, the script includes a joke where Andy asks why he's called Red, and he replies, "Maybe it's because I'm Irish." A subtle nod to the original story. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why, because I'm like, when I'm first reading the book, I'm like kind of like trying to plot these characters in my head because I at least recognize who they were from the movie. I'm like, no one is describing old black man looking like Morgan Freeman. That character doesn't exist in this book. And I'm like, realizing
But he was still a man that can get things on the inside.
Yes, because that's like one of the first lines of the book. That might be like the opening line of the book is like, I am a man that can get things. And I'm like, oh, so many memes that Tanner has made and said are based around this fact right here.
What about Brooks? Brooks is a character. He's the old guy that runs the library, and he gets out, and when he gets out, does he say the world went and got itself in a big damn hurry? Like when yes. When I was a kid, I saw a car for the
he talks about the sheer number of cars.
Right. And like when he was, before he was and like Red makes the speech where he's like, you're here long, you start to depend on these walls. At first you hate them.
You get institutionalized.
You start to get used to them. By the end of it, you depend on them.
Yep.
So that's all the same. Okay.
That one and the toughest screw to ever take a turn at that one.
A turn at Shawshank.
That one, and then you either get busy living or get busy dying.
Yeah.
Yep. All the classic lines are right there.
I like
in the book.
to think the last thing that went through the warden's head besides that bullet.
Yeah, I do. I really got to watch the movie. I really do.
The movie's so good. I mean, I like the movie.
Yeah. So that was great. I would highly recommend it. And now, just in the vein of what I'm going to read The Body next, because I think that one's like 150 pages or something. It's another shorter one.
That one's where that's what the song was inspired, right? By Bodies.
Yeah, but Drowning Pool was inspired by this.
Something's got to give. Two, something's got to give.
Wouldn't be surprised if they like Stephen King, but I'm not sure how close that book of a role that book played in the whole thing.
So that's a good sports and book segment.
Yeah.
But so you're going Stephen King back to back, though.
Going Stephen King because they're shorter. Going Stephen King back to back, and then I'm gonna change. I think I'm gonna go. I'll say that. I think I'm gonna go Ready Player One for the following week or for the next one.
Who's that by?
I don't know, and I also have not seen the movie either, but heard good things about it.
You know what I read a while back? I'm sure we covered it on sports and books in the time, but along the lines of 1984 and stuff. Did you ever have to read Animal Farm in?
That was I think freshman year. We read Animal. Okay. Well, that's George Orwell too, isn't it?
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah,
but it was so short. It was shockingly short. I'm like, there's books this short.
Yeah, I mean, because I feel like we read that over the course of a week or so in class.
Oh yeah, it's like might be like 40 pages long.
Or by the time you read 10 pages and have a discussion, that's one day, and it takes a week to go through it. But yeah, I mean, that one's all just a big metaphor for was it the Russian government or
See, I read that like a year ago, and my retention on thing is just absolutely terrible.
It's hard though.
Long-term retention on you said the writer of Project Hail Mary.
Oh, Andy Weir.
Yeah. Andy Weir. And when he said it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Andy Weir. I remember that. But if you would just if I was on Jeopardy and it was like, who wrote Project Hail Mary? And I'd be like, I don't know. I read it a year ago. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think that's also a little bit of the difference though when I have the book and it's always sitting there and I see the name 50 times while I'm walking around the kitchen doing it's always looking at me versus when it's on your phone. It's like, you just open it and push play. So I can see the difference there of how that would happen.
This is big news. Have you heard about this? The newest sponsor of the Massenomics podcast is EliteFTS. You can go over to EliteFTS.com. We've got a discount set up with them as well. It's Mass 10. You can save 10% on most products that they've got for sale. They also have big early Black Friday sales going on now. You can save 35% on hoodies, for example. You can get $100 off the best specialty bar ever made. The EliteFTS SS Yoke Bar is $100 off right now. That's the Black Friday deal that's already live. They got 45% off wraps, straps, and sleeves. If you don't have an SS yoke bar and you own a home gym, garage gym, basement gym, commercial gym, anything, I would strongly consider purchasing one of those. That's a great specialty, one of the first specialty bars you should have in your arsenal. Check them all out at EliteFTS.com.
This episode is also brought to you by Build Fast Formula. Level up your life with innovative, clinically dosed, and research-backed supplements that just work. We're big fans of the 80-20 protein over at Build Fast Formula. It's 80-20 because it bestows the perfect blend of casein and whey protein found in nature for unnatural muscle growth for elevated and sustained muscle building. It's 80% casein, 20% whey. Comes in some great flavors like vanilla ice cream, chocolate lava cake, Cinnadoodle, peanut butter chocolate. Had them all. They're all delicious. They all mix good, which is what you want in your protein. And they will help you get that protein in when you're looking to hit those macros. If you need a little pick-me-up going into your workouts, they also got Vaso Blitz, Full Blitz, and Blitz 3D pre-workout options that, depending on your caffeine preferences, flavor preferences, and level of stimulation, they got you covered on all those bases. So head on over to buildfastformula.com, use code Massenomics, and you can save 10% on your next order. Buildfastformula.com, code Massenomics saves you 10%. Thank you, Build Fast Formula.
Anything else we want to cover today? We have a never-ending list of things, of topics and to go over, but is there anything else that we want to make sure to touch on here in episode 2 of season 2?
I don't think so. I think all this other stuff is just a way, way bigger discussion.
Okay, next week we'll talk more about some of our Black Friday stuff that we've got coming. I would mention, though, horse stall mat grippers and horse stall mat coaster sets have been restocked.
And don't wait around.
No, I don't know what our restock future will be like necessarily on either of those products. Both of them, they just take a while to do, even if we do want to restock them. We also would have to make the decision to do so. Don't wait around on either of those. I would guess by the time we're on the other side of Black Friday, I don't know if there'll be anything left. I'm not sure. Like, if you're waiting on them, why? Don't. Stop it.
Stop.
Get a horse stall mat gripper. The numbers just keep getting pushed on that list.
The limits of man.
And women. There is no limits.
And women,
Yeah, because we have it both. There's single hand records, there's double hand records, there's men's and women's, and a lot of people participating and pushing the numbers. Top 10 switching around, but you get any number recorded and you get on the list. It's like the open powerlifting database of horse stall mat grippers at Massenomics.com. You can check it out, the list there, if you want to see how you might stack up to everyone else. But get a gripper if you don't have one yet. It's a lot of fun. You got to try it.
Yeah.
And a coaster set. Could be the last time we run the coasters. I don't know. Could
Piece
be the
of
last time
history.
for a while. It could be the last time forever. So if you want to get a coaster set ever, they are just straight up nice coasters, actually, too. It was kind of a gimmick to begin with until we found out, wait, these are just good coasters.
Mine do permanently live on my desk here. They are just,
They are
great
like
to have.
really good coasters. And especially like the Dot horse stall mat.
I know.
It's kind of the perfect
It's
coaster.
a little airflow underneath.
Yes.
I mean, they're just sturdy. They don't move around. They are good. They're just
They
good
don't.
coasters.
Yeah, there's no sliding. You know, they're like the rubber is built in anti-slide protection for your beverage.
Yep.
Okay, so do we think that's it for this one?
I think that is it now.
We have so many things coming all the time. I never know like what all we're forgetting to talk about
I
because there's
know.
all this action, nonstop action.
Yeah, a lot going on over the next month or two here.
Yeah. Just stay tuned. We'll be back next week like we are every single week. Tommy, where do they find you at?
You can find me at Tomahawk_D.
You can find me in the Dean. You can follow me at Tanner_Baird, but just please make sure to follow Massenomics at Massenomics.
See you.